Listen, every month we check in with local leaders to go over everything that's happening here in the Metro. And today we are sitting down live with Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt. Mayor Holt, thank you so much for coming in and sitting with us here.
Absolutely. Good morning. I just saw that image we were all looking at. Well, we'll have to take your word for it that Oklahoma City is somewhere in there. It's a little foggy today.
So you just kind of peeked through the
clouds.
Not
much to see there.
Not much to see.
So be safe. It is foggy. I'm glad Chase is not up today. We were just talking about that.
Sky 5 is definitely grounded today. But again, thank you so much for coming on. And I did want to start with what's going on in D.C., the tragedy there with the deadly plane crash that happened last night. I know that that plane came from Wichita, Kansas. It's right up the road from us. A lot of Oklahomans, believe that this is close to home. So what message do you have to Oklahomans today?
Sure. I mean, as you said, Wichita is a 2 hours drive to the north. I have a lot of cousins from Wichita. I'm very familiar with the city. I'm sure a lot of our residents are as well. So you know that when you potentially lose 60 people from a city that size, everybody's going to know somebody or know of somebody. And of course, especially if you're in my line of work, I've flown into Reagan National Airport, feels like hundreds of times, and so very familiar with those surroundings. And I bet a lot of people in our city are as well. So it just all feels very close to home. And I think we just grieve for what Wichita is enduring. Obviously, anyone else in Washington area that's impacted by this, a terrible tragedy. And the people of Wichita and everybody in Washington are certainly in our thoughts and prayers this morning.
Absolutely, Mayor. So I do want to switch gears here, talk about growth in the city, starting with the Gold Dome. City Council this week, they approved funding for the new plan to turn the Gold Dome into an entertainment venue. Can you talk about what's next?
Yeah. Well, I think, to back up and provide a couple of foundations. Obviously, this building is pretty iconic, it's privately owned, right? But there's like this obvious public emotional investment in this building. And I've recognized that as long as I've been mayor, that, hey, if there's a way that the city needs to partner with what ultimately happens there, I think there's the political will for that, because I think this community wants to see that building survive and thrive. But nevertheless, it's a tough building. And so over these last few decades, we've had several moments along the way where demolition seemed like a real possibility, and it still is, But fortunately, we've had ownership there for the last decade that has really been committed to not filing for a demolition permit. And we have a proposal now from a prospective buyer and developer who obviously does not want to tear it down and wants to turn it into a music venue. Now, our concern is really just the surviving, the survival of the building. The use, I'm agnostic on. It's really about the building for the city, and we have a tool where we support people who want to save buildings like this. We used it for the First National, and now we're using it for the Gold Dome, and that is TIFs. So basically, you're capturing the future property tax growth of that particular property, and you're essentially rebating it back to the owner so that he or she can do what they said they were going to do that would raise the property taxes. It really doesn't cost anyone anything other than it's kind of a rebate back of future property tax growth to that developer to make the project happen in the first place. So that's what the council approved this week, a $3 million allocation. This is after having actually created the TIF district last year, with the Gold Dome project really being the catalyst for the creation of that TIF district, although that TIF district will do some other good things, we hope, in the Asian district and in Midtown and up and down Classen. But it's definitely a milestone, but there's a lot of milestones ahead in this journey. But I feel, pretty confident today that we've definitely made progress towards a future that includes the Gold Dome's existence. And I think that's ultimately the goal here, and that's what's important to the people of Oklahoma City.
All of it to save the iconic Gold Dome. I drive past it all the time. So I do want to move on now to MAPS 4. There is a focus on walkability. So I do want to talk about the importance there. I know that there's new sidewalks that you just did a ribbon cutting for. So let's talk about the importance of making sure that Oklahoma City has that access around the city when it comes to sidewalks and, other things that that would help in that goal?
Sure. So MAPS 4, passed in 2019, $1.1 billion initiative, 16 projects. 70% of the dollars go to neighborhood and human needs, as we put it, and which people may recall is a little different look for MAPS this time around. And as you said, a major point of emphasis is walkability, public transit, bike lanes, sidewalks, amenities in neighborhoods that allow people to actually walk, And in Oklahoma City, we stopped building sidewalks for half a century. We just thought it was an archaic technology, right?
Okay.
We've got cars now. We don't need to walk. But,
Yeah.
about 20 years ago, the residents of the city said, hey, you know what? Actually, we might like to walk. Might
Yeah,
be
we
a little
need some
healthier.
sidewalks.
Might be kind of nice. And so we started building sidewalks again. And we've put them really in every initiative that the city has passed since 2007. And, that's now totals hundreds of millions of dollars. It's a long journey in a 620 square mile city to build all that out. And our point of emphasis today is obviously still connecting, folks to schools and libraries and, major commercial centers. And so the sidewalks that we unveiled last week are leading up to Capitol Hill High School in South OKC, which also reflects a lot of major investment in South OKC that we have in MAPS 4. It was really important to me, always really important to me, that we have equitable public investment across the city. And I want to put to bed any old myths about this city not properly investing in South OKC. So there's a lot happening in South OKC, and this was just one example. So yeah, a lot happening overall in MAPS 4. This year we're going to break ground on the stadium. We're going to open the Coliseum at the State Fair. And next month we're going to break ground on the animal shelter. There's a lot going on, and it's a fun time for MAPS 4 for sure.
All right, Mayor David Holt, thank you so much for coming in for our monthly check-in. We'll see you next month, and thank you again for coming in.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Have a great day.